Start recording. Stop recording. Button. Camera chooser. Stop recording. Button. Speech off.
Hey guys, I am going to put this camera, camera right here, and then turn on something very cool. And no, it does not require any extra power, so I don't even know why there's a cable connected. I'm just going to remove that and lay it over this thing. I'm going to boot it up. You'll see it doesn't take but about maybe 3 seconds. And there we are. It's the time, and it's actually 11:34 p.m. at 27 seconds. 28, 29, 30, but that doesn't matter. Right there, this is like the status screen, if you want to think about it. Its connection, I believe I know what the 3 lower G's at the bottom mean. So, if you're blind, or would just like to know what the Braille display is like in general, I can't really show it because I'm not really good at showing things on camera. Most blind people, or YouTubers that haven't really used a camera, are not good at it either. So, as far as I know, I've had this YouTube account since 2015, and I didn't even know it. So, off with that. Let's just do the thing. So there's the time, the percentage of battery, and then the connection status, which I believe the 3 lower G's mean it's not connected to anything. That doesn't mean it stands for that, but it's not. Now if I press the menu button only once, it brings me to a different, maybe it's another model number. It's another model number. And then there is the version number. Then we have all the different stuff. So everything that has to deal with the focus display is centered around this 8-option menu. It has repeat, rest, clock, calendar, furnace, connections, language, and scratch pad. I'm not going to go into the time because it might mess it up. But I'll go through the other ones. Repeat. Enter on that. That means probably once, off, 3 times, 2 times, and once. I think repeat just means one. Like how many times it will repeat something. I don't know what that means, but you'd have to look it up in the manual. There's actually a manual for this. I'm going to enter on that. Rest. I believe this is how long it's going to rest. So like any smart device, like a smartphone or tablet, you can set, I guess, the amount of time it has before it shuts itself off, I guess. So I'm assuming, I think it shuts off 5 seconds, 15, 30, and 45 seconds. But the default is 15, so we're going to leave it there. Clock, you can set the time. Calendar, set the date. Firmness, set the firmness. Set the firmness of the dots. It's like the brightness of a screen. So, if you've ever used a smart device like a smartphone or tablet or computer, you'll know that the firmness of the cells is like the brightness of a screen. So think of it that way. So it's at 100% firmness, 75. Let's see what that's like. That's a little lower. Let's try 50. That's even lower. Try 25. That's even lower. They don't have, it goes by 25%. So at 0, it's practically nothing. So there's hardly any difference, okay? There's only like 0, 25, 50, 75, 100. There's only 5 different options. In the connections, you can see a device that I don't recognize. I mean, not that you can't see it, but not that you can see it, but there's my iPod in there, an iPhone is in there for some reason, and that's all. I can back out of this by pressing what I would call the back button. The language is simple. You can go in here and change language, but I'm going to keep it on English since I don't want anything changed. And I've had problems with things that are changed in the past because I messed things up and, well, it didn't end up great for me. Scratchpad is the one we're going to focus most on because it's basically a note-taking app. I call it an app because it's, well, number one, yes, it is still part of the focus, but it's considered an app and it's got its own menu and everything. It's basic, although it's still like a note taker, but it's ran by an SD card, which is located right underneath the top that sticks out. Oh, by the way, did I forget to mention that this thing has 2 ports? A micro USB port or just a USB-C or whatever it is, and then the power button, and then the SD card slot. Then on the right there's nothing. On the back there's nothing. On the very back is a serial number, which is blah 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 blah. I'm not going to say that because it's personal and someone could try to hack into it. Not that anyone would, but it's possible. On the front is all the keys, the keypad, Perkins style 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Backspace and enter. And then the 8 keys on the bottom. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, there's 8. So there's like, I guess, thumb keys and rocker bars and 2 other ones and then 2 shift keys. And that's the layout, except for the 40 cursor routing keys, and then the rocker, the nav bars, and 2 other buttons. So into the scratchpad, we got File, Edit, Export, and Help. Go in File, New, Open. Well, New is to create a new file. Open means to, well, open a file from the list. Save means just to save a file. Save as. Save it as TXT or not. Delete means to, well, want to delete the file. And then exit. You can exit the program. Edit has several options. Well, edit has cut, which means you can cut text and cut text from a document, so you can probably paste it in another document later. Copy means the same thing, but it doesn't go away. It's copied. Paste means you can paste it. Paste either cut or copied text from one document to another. Paste time means to paste the time, the current time. Paste date. It means to paste the current date. Find, well, it will ask you to search for text. I mean, to type in text to find, that's what it is. Find next. And again, it will ask you. I mean, it will take you into that. And that's basically it. Export means to just export a file. And help just opens up the help file. We can press Z and space to get out of it, and it will return to the new file. Now let me create a new file. Oh, did I forget to mention that whenever you're typing in contracted Braille, whenever you're typing in contracted Braille, however you type it, it's going to stay that way. It's not going to change. Alright. I'm going to paste the time and the date, and then I'm going to copy the date, and then paste it into a new document, or into an existing document, or file, as they call it. Okay, on a Braille display, gotcha. Alright, so. Okay. File. Edit. Paste time. "11:46 p.m. I'm going to space that and paste the date. I am not going to actually do the copy thing yet. I am going to exit if I can. No. Save txt? No. Enter file name. So I'm going to enter file for YouTube. File was saved. So I'm going to get out of it by exiting the program, and it's now at 99%. Sorry guys, I'm just a little bit tired. So that's kind of a little bit of an overview of this device. Right, so I'm going to exit, and it'll take me straight out of there. So, see you later.